In today's video, I want to share with you how to use Canva. I find myself using Canva quite often. Anytime I need to design posters, I need to design presentations, I need to design flyers, I need to design some content for my YouTube channel, maybe the banners, the YouTube thumbnails. I find myself quite often using Canva as a very easy to use website to design your content. So you can design presentations, you can design social media pages, maybe banners, profile pictures, and many more. Okay, you can design or you can make videos, you can enable marketing, you can design office component, and many more over here. You have a lot of them. Infographics, you can design small flyers for yourself, you can design mind maps, book covers easily, graphs, and desktop wallpapers. You can all customize and design to your liking. All right, there are quite a lot of them over here. You can just check, you can customize anything you would see to your liking. You can have posters in landscape format, you can have calendars you can design for your company, you can have Zoom virtual backgrounds of different kinds. You don't even have to put in the sizing, it comes in pre-made or they are already in existence with this wonderful template. So to start in Canva, all you need to do is to sign up over here. You can sign up very easily using a Google account, or if you have a Facebook account, you can sign up with Facebook, or if you have an Apple account, you can sign up with Apple, or if you want, you can continue with an email to sign up and use Canva. So for now, let me sign in to my account and then let's meet on the other side. Alright, welcome to my Canva. This is my Canva platform. This is the platform I used, and when you look around, you can see quite a lot of things. At the top here, you have templates of different types: social media, personal, business, marketing, education, and trending things you can find around you, and many more. Okay, there are posters, flyers, websites. You can even design, publish resumes of different kinds. You can see templates of different kinds. Social media resources like LinkedIn banners, YouTube chat ads, Facebook covers and posts. You can have templates predefined with the existing dimensions needed for those features. You can have different features like photos, icons, prints, products in your t-shirts, and many more. And you could check out apps and explore and download many more things. Canva for Mac, for Windows, for Android, and many more. You can download the desktop version and use it. Over here you can see all your designs, recent designs shared with you, because you can easily design something and share with people, and you can have all your folders, and what you have deleted will surely come into this trash. Okay, so to start with, you may want to try at the starting point. You can see different templates. You can come over here and see some of the designs I have made recently, especially my thumbnails. I make them over here, quite a lot of them, and you can see quite a number of things that I've done with Canva. I've been using it for quite some time now. So you can start by searching your content. What do you want to do? For example, you can say I want to design Facebook cover. You just search Facebook and you can see Facebook cover, and it gives you the dimension immediately, 1640 by 920. So you can just click and just edit to your liking. There are lots of templates. Either you can go with template, or you can go with project or your own project. You can start a new project as a whole, or you can so you can just look. These are videos of existing videos. You can customize. These are invitation cards, you can customize. These are Instagram posts, you can customize, and these are presentations you can customize to your liking. And then you have YouTube thumbnails. You can go with YouTube thumbnails and customize also to your liking, but the sizing or the dimensions are strictly made for you to use it for your YouTube thumbnails very easily, so you don't have to worry about the sizing. So let's say we search for something. Maybe I want to make a simple poster. You can see poster, is it a landscape or portrait? Let's go with this normal poster. Okay, you can see quite a lot of them. You can see quite a lot of templates. You can choose from templates, because now we are approaching Christmas. You can see quite a lot of posters in Christmas formats. Okay, you can check over here. You can sort the templates from the sites over here by modern, illustration, simple, minimalist, photo, or something. You can check around, and you can sort even by price. You want free versions or pro versions. You can see all sort of things over here, and you can sort also by color. So depending on your choice, you can just move around to just have a look, and whichever one you feel comfortable using, you can easily use it, and you can customize it to your liking. All right, so you can check around, and let's say we pick one poster, and we can just go ahead and customize to our liking. You can set to see only free posters. Okay, so feel free to choose any of them. So let's say we go with this poster, and we can customize it to our liking accordingly. So once you bring in this first poster, what you see is that you can see a bunch of ideas for you to use from here. You can use this one, or you can check out these are recently used. I've used these ones quite recently, and you can see some of them that looks beautiful, and you can try some of them as well. All right, so let's say we are going with this, or we can select another one. You can just say we want to go with this, and easily you can customize the looks of the whole thing. These shapes, you can customize the color, you can change the coloration. For example, you can choose and change the color from here. Let's say we're going with this color, or you can check this and also change the color. Once you click, you can change the coloration to something like this, and I think it kind of looks cool to have something like this. So you have the images here. You can replace this image by selecting it, or you can come to uploads and you can upload a given image. If you have an image somewhere, you can just easily navigate around and you can bring it in. So let's say I'm bringing this image, I select it and I'm bringing it in, and once it's uploading, we can easily drag and drop it in, and you can see it has filled up. So additionally, if you want to resize this to fill up and have it the best way, you can double click on the image and you have the option to reduce the sizing from the edges over here, so it kind of looks fantastic and cool, so it can fill up the places. So for example, you can move in and have it fill up the spaces, but then you can play around with the image to have it in a minimal way, so you can have your head actually coming out clearly. So you can reduce this size if you want, or you can decide to bring it down a little bit. All right, so that it fits in something like this. And once you're satisfied, you can check around with the text. You could delete this, you could change this, you could bring it, you can move it around. For example, you can put in this as your name or your detail. So let's say Rashid speaker. Okay, so you can select and you can move around. Notice that it's easy to move around text. You can bring in the details of the event coming up here. So for example, you can put your details. So your business, for example, this is Spendless Academy. Maybe this is Spendless Academy event. You can have the other details, and you can also double click or triple click to select the entire thing and change the coloration accordingly as well. You can make it white color also to fit in the details, and you can play around with the text features. Over here you have the text features. You can align left, you can align, you can change, you can put in lists, you can change the spacing, you can bring in effects also to your text. Okay, you can animate it also. Okay, so this is how to bring in a picture to replace the background. You can easily play around with the components, and over here you can bring in pictures that are pre-installed within the computer. You can have pictures that are within this particular Canva. Okay, there are quite a lot of them. You can see millions of pictures. We have millions of pictures around. You can check depending on what kind of message you want to send. There's quite so much, but then if you want to have a quick access, you can search easily, search millions of photos over here. So let's say you can search for something like award, and you can see some of them. So you can just pick on any one of them and just drag and drop it. So let's say we can drag and drop something like this, even though it doesn't quite make sense. We can drag and drop it and resize it, and you can easily take it up. Okay, you can resize it and you can put it somewhere within the text or within the image very easily. You can put it somewhere here. All right, so it's just for you to be able to have an idea, and you can play around with the transparency. You can make it less transparent so that you can bind with the background. Right, so you can put this somewhere like this, and it's easy just to bring in images. You can bring in different elements. For example, you can search from different elements. You can search around. You can see recently used elements. I've used this quite recently. You can see some of them. You can see lines and shapes. You can bring in lines and shapes. You can bring graphics of different forms that are abstract, or you can bring in photos. You can bring in videos also of your choice, and you can bring in different kind of audio. Feel free to just check them around. You can bring in charts of people and of different kind of things that you can express, and you can bring in frames as well. All right, you can bring in frames, and you can add to content, add different kind of contents to your frame. For example, you can drag this frame and drop it over here, and maybe you can have someone who is going to serve as a moderator to this event. You can have him over here, and you can put his detail. You can minimize this, but but then you can check from your uploads and find a picture to put of that particular person to work in this. Okay, assuming you want to have, so you can take Menon for example, you can just easily drag him and drop on this, and you can easily double click to have him fill up the entire spacing. You can drag and have him fill up the whole spacing, and you can move him around like this, and when you are set, you can see it fills up accordingly and it looks professional also. So very easily to bring in elements inside the Canva, and you have the option to bring in different kind of text. You have a bunch of text, different categories you can check and just bring in. Once you click, you can bring in and customize to your liking. For example, let's bring in this text, and you can just easily select. You can select the text and make it pick mentorship for example, and you're free to select and resize accordingly. So for example, let's make it 50, and you can see you can select this one as well and change the sizing maybe to 60, and you can see it easily, and you can play around with it. You can change location, you can change the sizing, you can increase the sizing, you can change the effects and make them to have shadow or to have, I usually use this glitch, you can make them to have this glitch, and you can play around and increase the sizing so they can appear much more professional. Usually you can delete this, and maybe you can have only this attached at the top here. Okay, so for example, you may need to add a background to this. Okay, so let's say we can bring in a shape, and then we can put this as in on top of it. Okay, so let's say we bring in an element, and let's go over this, and we can bring in a shape, something like this, where we can see all these shapes, and just select one very easily, and you can just use it. Okay, so assuming we are going with a square like this, and we just drag and drop, we can minimize it, we can bring it up over here to make it serve and fit in here, and you can see you can reduce the sizing. Okay, and you can make it kind of looks, I think it kind of looks cool, so that the write-up can come out very easily, and you can drag and drop the image down here. You can move the text around, and you can resize this so you can fit this content, and you can easily put back the text so that it can look kind of fantastic. Okay, I think this kind of looks cool. So this is basically how to bring in features. You can bring in different kind of features, elements into this, and you can always undo and redo from here. You can check out the sizing, you can check out the file, and you can always play around with this. You can bring in audios to add to your templates, and you can check out many more features over here. This apps or this Canva is integrated with pixels, so you can easily find pictures that are in pixels and Pixabay and embeds, and even emojis you can bring in and use. They are integrated with Facebook, and you can create QR code very easily. With this, you can create QR code and bring in and add to your poster and all. And you have Google Maps as well. Giphy is also integrated, Google Drive, Instagram, and Dropbox. You can easily have these connected, even YouTube, Flickr, and Box. Okay, you can see quite a lot of them, so you can easily check out to see what you can play around with. You can change the background and charts. You can add folders and many more. Okay, bring in different kind of styles according to your liking. You can search also from here. So this is about it. Once you design your poster, you're free at the top here to duplicate the poster. You can duplicate it to make it 2, and you can check and crop the content. You can move it up or down accordingly. You can from this, and you can name a given page by just clicking here and giving it poster 1, and you can delete a page from here. You can just easily delete a page, or you can come over here and you can add a fresh page, or you can come over here and click to add a fresh page. You can change the background accordingly. Okay, at the top over here, once you finish, you can name this document. You can change it maybe to, you can select this over here and rename it. Maybe you can call it demo poster 1, and once you click out, it's going to save it as demo poster 1. This is just the page name, not the poster, the entire document name. So once you're done, you're satisfied with it, you can share, you can download this particular poster. So for example, you click on share, but the one I mostly use is the download button. Okay, once you click on download, you have an option to download in PDF. You can also click through to see you can download in PNG, which is mostly what I use to download, but you can download in other formats like the GIF, the PDF standard, or JPEG, depending on your choice. Okay, so but let's say we go for PNG, which is quite better in terms of quality, and you can check the pages that you want to download. Right now it's set to all pages. You can select, you can uncheck this, and you can say we want to select or want to download only the first page. Okay, so you click on the first page and you click on done, and then you can download this directly. Okay, you click on download and it's going to download demo poster 1 into your downloads. So very easily you can download your content and you can have it offline. So for example, it has just downloaded. You can just click to see it, and you can see our poster that we've just designed. You can see the clarity, very nice and very easy to work, very nice to navigate around. And the cost of this, so this is freely available. Most of this content are free, except if you want to check out the, and once you click out, it's going to save this as one of your posters. Okay, you can see poster design, demo poster 1. You can see it over here. You can always click back to go back to the editing mode and continue with the editing, and you can come to these 3 dots and do quite more. You can make a copy of this, you can move to a given folder, you can download easily from here. Also, you can share, you can get a shareable link and have others collaborate with you on this very project. Okay, very easily you can do all this, and you can move this to trash if you don't want it. This is just a bit about how to use Canva to design your posters, to design your presentations, to design your social media templates like Instagram posts, Instagram profile, YouTube thumbnails, and many more. Okay, so feel free to try it on your own. It's free. Most of the key features are free, but you can find the paid versions over here. I think it's quite very cheap when compared with other animation websites. I think you can see the pricing over here. You can see the pro version is quite cheap, and you can see the enterprise version, but the free version I think kind of contains quite a lot of things, a lot of features that you can use for your poster design and your animations. So feel free to try it. If you want to go with the pro version, feel free to try it. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you do, please remember to give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to hit the subscribe and notification buttons to stay connected to this channel for more of our very useful videos. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.